What's going on? What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Hope everybody's doing great. We got a live editing session today. Everybody's still sleeping here in the house, so I'm trying to be a little quiet. We're on the Sony ECM ECM M1 mic. I was trying to make a video on what is better, a shotgun mic, which is kind of like the ZVE1 hot shoe mic that I have on, or a lav mic for vlogging specifically. So the reason why I love the ECM M1 mics, or any of the ECM mics, which Sony did a really good job at. They're super light, very easy to use, no cables, very simple, clean setup. Love these things. They're tiny. You can pack them up in a small bag and just go and start vlogging. The problem with these microphones is that if you're using them for vlogging and you start stepping away, like right now, I'm gonna start packing up my stuff because I have to go. You start losing sound quality and through the distance. So I'm gonna start packing up and I'm gonna continue talking and you guys can hear this. We're supposed to be getting snow and getting all geared up for it. I do want to get some coffee, so let me get going. But as you can see, in a room like this, you're probably picking up reverb. I don't know how good this sounds, guys, so let me know in the comments. I'm talking a little bit low because kids are sleeping, but we got these walls right here. I just remodeled my basement, so it's kind of empty. Let me know how you like the sound. I realized that with this shotgun mic, because it blocks the other sounds and it isolates my voice that's in front of it, when my voice bounces off these walls and comes back to the microphone, it's kind of rejecting it, but then it's also getting it from here. So it's like getting double voice. One's rejected and then one is actually capturing it. I actually found this out from Camera Conspiracies. If you don't follow that channel, he had a video exactly on lavs and shotgun mics, and he explained this thing, and it makes a lot of sense because when I'm here or in my car, this microphone sounds a little weird, kind of like I'm talking through a tube. I said this before in my other video, so test it out for yourself. But yes, when you're around rooms like this, shotgun mics are they reject sound. So when it's getting bounced off the walls and it comes right back, you're gonna get this weird, just kind of voice that sounds like, it almost sounds like a dual voice, or I don't know how to explain it. It sounds like you're talking to one of those kid little plastic bendy tubes. Do I sound good right now? All right, guys, let's go get some coffee and let's go see if the snowstorm actually started today. Ooh, before that, I have to grab my lav mics because we're gonna be testing this versus the lav mics. So let me switch over to the lav mics. And for the choice of lav mics, we're gonna be going with the Hollyland M2s. I kind of like these a little better just because I feel like the sound's better because of the position where you can put it right here instead of all the way up here, and you get a better pickup. So let me throw these on real quick. All right, guys, we are on the Hollyland M2s, not the Lark M2S. These are the M2s. We're gonna take this with us so we can compare it. See, I love how tiny this is. You could just throw this in your pocket. Now, the cool thing about Lavs is that I can be all the way over here and the sound doesn't change. So, ooh, it is coming down, guys. Check it out. We got snow. Finally, in February. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little happy. Snow makes me happy and it makes me enjoy my coffee. Real quick, this is a reason why I like the shotgun mic. For example, when I get these shots, let me do them here, hold on. When I get those kind of shots, I can't record the ambient sound. Hold on. Oh, all right, we're on now. Sorry about the angle. I have a Honda Accord, and the windshield angle it's very steep, or it's a pretty sharp angle for the windshield, so I can't fully tilt up my camera, so it is what it is. So did you see those shots where I open the car, open the door, the B-roll shots? The problem about having a lav mic is that I can't capture those sounds. They're there, but very lightly, because this lav mic only captures my voice. They're really good for dialogue and stuff like that. But when I'm trying to capture ambient sounds, which I feel to me, ambient sounds are very important because it makes you feel like you're there. You hear the sounds. On the vlog I did yesterday, I had made some avocado toast, and when I was walking out the door, I had the shotgun mic and I took a bite out of it, and when I got back, I couldn't believe how
sharp it got that sound. It was like you could hear the crunch and everything, and I think it just adds so much to the video. I think sound is so important for videos, so that's why I wanted to make this video. To me, capturing the ambient sounds of the wind, you know, the car moving right now, you know, I don't know how much you can hear it on this lav mic, but with the ECM mics, you can pick it up pretty well. Like, you can hear that I'm in a car, you hear that background, that room tone, where with lav mics, they do very well at capturing voice, and it just sounds, it sounds too fake. Like right now, I'm gonna take away the background music to this, and if you can hear now, like, I'm just talking and telling you about my day and vlogging, and see how it just sounds weird. It's too quiet. And yeah, I do some processing, maybe some noise isolation on this, but even without it, it's barely there. And then I have to turn up the volume, which then brings up the noise floor, and then it sounds really bad. And if you're getting into YouTube, I'm very new at it. I'm about a month and a week. At the beginning of my vlogs, I was using this wireless mic, and I loved it. But I started realizing that I was missing something. There was something missing in my videos, and I couldn't pick out what it was. And after studying some vlogs and looking back at my videos and reviewing them, I realized that I don't have a lot of ambient sound. So I just didn't feel like I was there when I was watching my videos. And that the reason was because I was missing all the other background noises that really bring you into that experience of the vlogger. There are good things about having these lav mics. The one thing is that you guys get to hear my voice very clear, no matter how I turn my head or like where I go or how far I am from the camera. You're gonna get a consistent voice, but then you're missing out on the rest of the stuff. Now, there are some ways that you kind of get away with it. You could always do some music for padding, or you can go to Artlist, and by the way, this is not a sponsored video. You can go to Artlist, they have sound effects, music, LUTs, stock footage, and voiceovers, a bunch of other things, which I've actually used the voiceover sound effects from Artlist, overlay them on this video right now, and bring you into the experience. But that's just another step I have to do with Lavs. And also, you have a receiver and a little cable that plugs into the side of your camera, and it's kind of in the way of my LCD screen right now that I do like to see for framing. It's annoying. There's like a little antenna cable that it looks like an antenna cable. It's just a 3.5 jack. Now it's just another thing you have to hook up to your camera and then hook up to yourself. It's just another step. Or you can go the shotgun mic. Let me switch it over, and then you guys get to hear the difference in sound when I'm talking about the car and everything like that. So I'm gonna be switching over to I do love this mic, to this tiny little ECM M1, and you guys get to hear the difference in sound too. I will have to be holding the camera in my hand because the windshield of my car has a pretty sharp angle, and I can't tilt the camera up, especially if I put this on top of it. It's not that tall, but it can't fit. So I am thinking about getting one of those magic claws and trying to somehow rig it here in the car so I can get a better angle. Usually if you listen to the sounds that it's blocking, they sound kind of weird. They almost have this auto-tune kind of sound, or like a low bit rate kind of sound. I don't know what is happening inside the mics when they do that. It works good. And once you put music and all that stuff, you can't hear it. And maybe I'm just being really picky. So, all right, let's switch over to this, and then I'm gonna have it on this mode right here. It's gonna be on auto volume, no noise cancellation, no attenuator. All right, we are on the ECM M1 mic. I'm holding the camera now. It's a little bit closer to my face, but this is what it sounds like. So, can you guys hear a difference? Now, see, if I talk like this is what my voice is sounding like. So this is the problem I have with the shotgun mics, is that you have to be talking directly to the camera, because if I talk like this, or I talk over here, or if I turn my head this way, it just sounds kind of weird. But if I talk straight to you guys, then you get the best sound. So there are pros and cons. The pros on this one is that literally there's no cables. It's very clean. I honestly just leave it on my camera and it works very well. So the cool thing about this microphone is that I can capture all the sound effects, and I feel like you guys can be in the video and experience the sound, the wind. I like the sound effects of like locking and unlocking my door, like, you know, when you eat food and all that stuff, like all those, you know, all those sound effects is what makes the video that much more engaging, at least in my opinion. So I guess I'm torn, guys. I'm torn. You got the Lav. So in conclusion, you have the Lavs, which sounds super good for voice. You can step away from the camera and you're always going to get a consistent voice sound, but you're going to sacrifice the ambient sounds, sound effects, and all that other stuff. And also, if you're vlogging and you're with friends or people and you want to film them, or they said something, or your dog or anything, you're kind of stuck because you have a Lav on you. So you can't just turn your camera and film them, and then you lose the moment. Like, here's a perfect test. I'm about to order coffee, and you're gonna be able to hear the lady probably.
I'll be right with ya.
Sure. Woo. Look at all that snow, guys.
Sorry about the wait. How can I help?
Yeah, can I do a, I'll try that pistachio cold brew.
Sure, what size?
Is grande like the regular, like 16 ounce, or what is that?
Yeah, that's our medium size.
Yeah, let's do one of those, and then let me get a Starbucks refresher, the dragon fruit one. Look at all that snow, guys. Look at that. We got real snow now. Like that. It feels like Christmas. I didn't think I was gonna be this excited to see snow, but I think I was getting tired of all the dead trees. Everything was just dead and plain and boring, and snow just like, see, that was a perfect scenario. I'm pretty sure this microphone captured her voice, and if I had the Lav mic, you probably wouldn't have been able to hear her, and then everything just sounds really quiet. So, thank you.
Straws.
So what we're doing right now is we're actually going to one of my clients, and we're doing a live editing session. So what that is where I do a very, very simple rough draft of the project or the video. We sit down, I either hook up to a TV or a projector, and they can see my DaVinci Resolve, so they can see like exactly the timeline and everything, and then we edit the video together. It takes a little bit longer on the client side because they do have to take time out of their day, but it saves so much time at the end of the day because you don't have to deal with, oh, can you change this? Can you change that? You're literally you're editing the video exactly how they want it. They can speak up right then and there. This is what we're gonna be doing right now, and then I'll hop back in here, guys. Let's go. Damn, look at this. We got real snow, guys. Take it easy.
The second lens that will be announced is the 60mm 1.8 G lens. And in that case, we have already such a lens in the E-mount range from Viltrox. And this is a lens I actually own. I'm using the lens right now to record myself.
Yo, I never get into the rumor stuff for like Canon or cameras or any of those websites, but I hear that most of the time they are true. This one says, on Sony Alpha rumors, 100% confirmed Sony will announce a 16mm 1.8 G lens for full frame. That's gonna be awesome. I just said it in my vlog 3 vlogs ago that I wanted a 16mm 1.8. You best believe that I'm gonna be on the pre-order list for that for sure. And I think a lot of vloggers are gonna be on that lens because I'm using the G16 to 25 and I keep it at 16 99% of the time. And it's kind of annoying because it's not where the lens sits normally, it's on the extended. This one, when you turn it, you're extended at 16 and then closed up, you are at 25mm. So, and being 1.8, that's gonna give me a better background blur. Plus it's gonna give me more stops of light, and hopefully it's a little bit more compact than this. And honestly, if it's the same size as this collapsed, I'll be happy with that. It's just I won't have that extending part when especially for me, I like to hold the camera like this, and every time I hold it, I accidentally move the focal length. So that's gonna be amazing. They're saying here February 27th is when Sony's having some announcement thing. I don't know where they do it, in Japan or something, but they're saying here it's 100% confirmed. I don't take my word for it. It's on Sony Alpha rumors. I'm super stoked about it. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I hope it comes out very, very soon, or we can pre-order it. I'm definitely hopping on it. So I'm definitely gonna have to shovel right now. So all right, guys, so we're back on the Hollyland Lark M2s. As you can see, man, I feel like, look at how big this thing is.
It's huge.
That's distracting. I feel like Hollyland, you should have done a little better job at the windshields, especially for the magnetic ones. The mic is super tiny and small, but then when you add these big fuzzy things, I'm pretty sure they work very well, but I'm not gonna use this. I wouldn't use this for my videos. I'm using it right now just to show you guys how ridiculous big these things are. It is a little windy. We finally did get some snow, so I'm gonna be shoveling. But this is what I'm talking about when I say that I don't like using lav mics for outside shots or just vlogging, because it removes all that ambient sounds, which I feel brings you guys into the whole vlogging experience. I can see how these can be a benefit to a video where maybe I'm teaching something and you really just have to focus on my voice and none of the other outside noise matters. But yeah, let me step back. These are one of the pros, is that you can step back and get some good audio. So I'm gonna start shoveling and let you guys hear what this sounds like. So as you can see, hopefully you guys can hear me. But see, now you guys can hear me out here, so that's pretty cool. Trying to get I need to buy another shovel. You guys can hear me. Look, can I borrow that real quick? What do you, be careful with the car, okay? Because let me help them out a little bit here. These sounds are pretty loud, so I'm pretty sure the lav mic is picking them up. But it sounds pretty weird when you're outside and all of a sudden you don't hear the ambient sounds. It just kind of takes away from it. I could always add ambient sounds from Artlist, but that's just another step of editing. The more work, the less videos I'm going to put out. So how often are you going to be doing shots where you're this far away from the camera? I mean, if you're doing a B-roll shot, even then, I don't think I'd be speaking to the camera this far out. But if you're starting out and you just got your vlogging camera and you want to up the sound quality to your videos, I'm going to vote for one of these, because these you can do talk head, you can record ambient sounds, sound effects, and also your voice if you're going to be at this distance. So let me switch it up so I can show you the difference, what I mean by the ambient sounds again as an example. So let me switch to the Sony ECM M1 shotgun mic. Like I said, any shotgun mic is going to give you more sound than the Lav. The Lav's going to be more focused on your voice. All right, guys. So now we're on the Sony ECM M1 mic, and let me check. We are on the directional. I'm gonna set it to Omni, so give me a second. Throw it that way. All right, guys, so now we are on the omnidirectional, which is recording 360 degrees on the shotgun mic. Let me know how this sounds. I do have the camera halfway in the garage because I don't want snow to get on it. I don't know if the ZV-E1 is weather resistant. I don't know. I think this
Sony 16-25 is a weather resistant lens, so I hope that it doesn't get ruined. But either way, it doesn't matter because the 16 1.8 is coming out. I hope that this is true. It's gonna be a nice lens, and I hope I get it before I go to NAB because this is gonna be an amazing vlog lens. And that means I get to have a more compact system for my ZV-E1. That's just gonna make me so happy. All right, so here, I'm gonna step back. Hopefully you're gonna get the rest of the sounds. How does my voice sound from back here? I'm about 10 feet away, maybe 12 feet away from the camera. And yeah, but you get all these sounds probably. Let me know how this sounds. I'm still about 6 feet, 5 feet away now. Let me know what you guys think about this sound. All right, it's time to head in and warm up a little bit. Whew. Ooh. Ooh.
I hope today's vlog helped you guys decide on getting what mic to get as a vlogger for your first mic. I was trying to look for some out there. There was a couple that tested it out in real life and had some decent points on it, but I just thought I'd throw another video out there. Being close to the camera is how your videos are gonna be. Then go for the shotgun mic. I think it's more versatile in all types of situations. You can also do talk head. As you can see here, I'm a 16 millimeter. I'm about 2 feet away from the camera and it works just fine. Now, if you're going to be doing a lot more instructional videos and talking with dialogue, and dialogue is very important for your videos, then go for the Lav system. But eventually, I would say it's important to get both of them for your setup because you'll never know when you're gonna have to step away from the camera and want to show something a little bit further out, or you're moving around when you're demonstrating something and you need to keep that consistent distance between the mic and yourself. It's nice to have one of these in your kit. So hopefully that video helped, guys. We're gonna keep grinding here on YouTube and learning as we go. Please share your thoughts and feedback in the comments, good or bad. Hit like or dislike the video, whatever you think. I'm gonna keep on improving, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.